The launch day for the Nexus S. I went out and got my phone today at Best Buy. They started selling these at 8 a.m. this morning. You can actually order them online at bestbuy.com. This thing is going for $199 on contract, $249 if you add a line, or $529 is the full retail price. Here's the phone. We're just going to do a quick unboxing. Let's see, as we set this stuff aside, let's see what came in here. Of course, this is the new phone from Google. You can see here they gave me a SIM card. I bought this phone without a contract, but every single phone comes with a SIM card. I know there's been a lot of confusion over whether the phones were locked or unlocked, but they're actually, all the devices are unlocked. And you can just get it with a contract or without a contract. Here's that model number, GTI9020T. This is the one we saw pass through the FCC that had the new GPS cable or antenna. Here's our T-Mobile terms and conditions. By the way, T-Mobile is not selling this phone. This is an exclusive to Best Buy. Standard USB cable. There's our battery. This is a 1500 milliamp. We're going to have to pop that guy in. There's our wall plug. And here are our headphones. Let's see what these look like. These are pretty cool looking. They have the little, I guess, mute or talk button there. Inline remote. Kind of cool. Okay. So let's peel this off. This is the plastic that some of you guys love and some of you hate. Come on. There we go. Okay. You can see as I pop off the case here, one of the unique things with this phone is, here's a SIM card slot, but there's no micro SD slot. This phone has no expandable memory. It has 16 gigs inside, and that's all you get. Okay, let's take this one off. That's real nice too there. They put that on there. See that? Questions, google.com/Nexus. Oh, you know what? I noticed this too, inside of the box. They really want you to go to their website. Okay, so let's turn this on. This phone is special, number one, because it's a Nexus phone. That just means your software updates are coming from Google. This is a pure Google experience phone. No carrier, crapware, no stuff like that. Here's the setup. Man, you can see right away this is a Super AMOLED display, 4 inches. But you can just see how black the blacks are. I mean, it almost blends in between the bezel and the screen. Let's get on my Wi-Fi so I can sign in here. Okay. This is pretty nice too. Here's our new keyboard. We'll dive into that in a second here. Let me just get on the Wi-Fi. Like I was saying, this is a pure Google phone. So the special thing about it is this is the first phone that has Android 2.3 or Gingerbread, as we call it. I'm going to skip this Google sign-in just so we can dive into the phone. This is really, more of an unboxing. We'll do lots more videos with the impressions and all the features and get into everything else. So while I have the phone here, I guess let's just walk around the outside of the phone. On the back here, we have a 5 megapixel camera with the LED flash. I know some of the Galaxy S phones didn't have the flash, so cool to see that on here. 5 megapixel, I know there's some higher megapixel cameras out there, but the Samsung phones really do have very good picture quality. This one records video, I think, at only 480. We've seen some other phones be upgraded to 720p with software updates, so I don't know if it's going to be upgraded. We'll just have to see. You can see here on the back, of course, it does say Google. Samsung got their name on here too. There's definitely a butt on the end of the phone here, and I don't know if you can see the top screen. but this top screen is slightly curved. They call this a contour display to fit your face. Let's keep going around the outside. So on this side we have the volume rocker. On the bottom here is the micro USB charging port and headphone jack. That's kind of a case isn't stopped on. It's kind of an odd placement for 3.5mm. Normally it's on the top, but I've also seen this on the top. On this side we have the lock screen button. Sometimes that's also on the top. So on the top here we have no buttons. That's just your fingernail hole. On the front here, yeah, we can see this with the light. On the front here, this is a front-facing camera. I think this is VGA resolution. So let's dive right into the phone. I'm going to try and keep this very short, under 10 minutes, when this focuses. You can see here, Android 2.3, or Gingerbread, is really going to be, you know, if you're not too accustomed to all the little tweaks and differences between the different UI versions, this might not look that much different to you. You know, we got 5 home screens here, same widgets, same style launch at the bottom. You can see though some of the slight differences. Instead of actually, I got a Nexus one here. Let's just show you side by side. You can see the launchers at the bottom. On the old style, Android 2.2, they're white. On this one, they're green. Yeah, I know. Not huge changes. Also, on the top here, this one has a pull-down menu. There's Anthony asking me if I picked up a phone. This one also has the pull-down menu, but the styling, instead of being gray, it's black. So you can see here the notification bar. This one's light color. This one is the dark color. You know, I've heard lots of different reasons for them doing that. Some people have said that the AMOLED display technology uses up less power on the darker colors because it's not lighting up those pixels. So I don't know if that's true. We'll have to do some battery tests to see how this works. So that's it for the. I'm saying that's it. Let's walk through the applications. A lot of these applications, are the same, but some of these might have new icons. This download manager is a new application. This organizes all your downloads from the browser and from the internet. Most of these things, though, you're familiar with: Earth, email, gallery, Gmail, maps. Tags is also a new thing. Inside of this phone, there is a NFC chip, or near field communications chip, and that's going to allow us to do wireless payments in the future so that your phone can replace your credit card. Right now, it's pretty useless. I mean, that's the one key feature of this phone, and I don't know how really useful it's going to be right now. I guess we can also say, you see the apps here, there's not a native video chat application. There's Google Talk on here, and we've heard, you know, some rumors that Google Talk will be adding video chat, but it's not there right now. So the other key feature of this phone, the front-facing camera, you also can't take advantage of it yet. I'm sure we'll be getting an update for this shortly, but right now, no. Let's take a look. Let's see what other goodies they throw in here. Widgets. Most of these have been around since the previous version of Android. Rate Places, that's the new Hotpot widget. Look at that. Maps force closed. You can expect that if you pick up a new Google phone on day one, you're basically a beta tester. And a lot of us are okay with that. That's why we're the geeks. I don't want to show you too much. We'll save the rest of this for our second video. We're approaching 10 minutes. This is really just a quick unboxing. As we're timing out here, let's just show you the size difference of these phones. Nexus 1, Nexus S. Nexus S is a little bit slimmer. It's a little bit taller. The one thing is this Nexus S is really light, although so is the Nexus 1. We didn't fully talk about the specs, so I guess we can do a comparison as we close out these phones. 3.7-inch Super AMOLED this is actually a normal AMOLED display over here. This phone on the right is the Super AMOLED. This is 4 inches, so it's a little bit bigger. Super AMOLED gives you extra readability out in direct sunlight. It's supposed to be a little bit more power efficient. There is a wider viewing angle. I don't know if that will pick up on this video. There's a wider viewing angle. So overall, better display than this one, slight upgrade. You can see the buttons at the bottom here. They've changed the order on us once again. It seems every new Android phone I get, they change these buttons up. You know, they just like to screw with you, so if you're used for home to being right here, it's different. We also lost the multicolor trackball. I know some people were really sad to see that go. There's no touch input on the front here. I'm really, you know, I like the touch input on the front of my phones. I had the G1 and then the G2, which also has a touch input, so that's going to be something I miss. We'll see how we adjust to that. Other than that, the difference is camera quality is the same. This is a 5 megapixel, I believe, and so is this one. This one, I think, with the latest update, does 720p video. This one doesn't yet. I'm sure they'll eventually add that. These both have 1 gigahertz processors. The difference is this one over here, the Nexus 1, is the Snapdragon processor, which is starting to age. It was one of the first generation Snapdragons. And this over here is Samsung's Hummingbird processor. So the Hummingbird processor offers a much faster graphics processor, which just means that this one's going to shred games. On our Nexus 1, if you could try and play any game lock games, they're going to chug. Nexus S should just be silky smooth. We'll be doing a lot more videos of this. We're going to do super hardcore footage of this phone, especially, you know, some of the new features that we find in Android 2.3. This was just a first look. If you want to know more about this phone, we have a couple of them. We're going to be doing lots of coverage. Head over to androideme.com. If there's something specific you want to see tested, you want to see some benchmarks, you want to see camera quality, whatever you want to know about the phone, leave us a comment. Clark and I, one of us will read it, and maybe you'll get your video. Thank you guys.